cold and damp. Neath the black, the sky looks dead. Times are gone for honest men, and sometimes far too long for snakes. In my shoes, a walking sleep.
I'm Oliver Potratz. I play bass. At my left side, you have Theresa Kronthaler, mezzo-sopran, and Kalle Kalima, guitar, and we are the trio Kronthaler.
Yes, actually my last name. It was our working title, but then we started to love it so much that we kept it. And I've known Kalle for a long time. We played together in theater. We did many experiments, and at some point we thought it's not enough and we have to start something on our own, something new, something we identify very much with, our worlds meeting and melting.
Well, I come originally from Helsinki, Finland, and I came to Berlin about 25 years ago, and soon I met this gentleman here. Started to make music together. We have a band together called Kalle Kalima, and we collected a lot of experience playing. When Theresa got this idea that we do music together, it felt very natural to us only because we really know each other well. Then we made one album for Sony called Living Loving Made, where we arranged many Henry Purcell tunes, some Claudio Monteverdi and others, but only Baroque music. It was a wild mixture, I would say. We were trying all kinds of different ways to arrange the music. For example, had a lot of guests on the album. We had some orchestral tunes, we had some synthesizer stuff. It was a fun ride and experience. We played some years of that. Now we have a new program, which is a bit different.
The way we find the material is a very, I would say, natural way. We bring songs that we love. For the first album, it was mostly me bringing in arias from the late Renaissance, early Baroque, because that's what I mostly sang at that time in the opera world. And many of those, now we call them songs, but of course arias that I personally have never embodied on stage and I could never do because they're not for my voice type. I was very happy to bring them and make them mine. And now for this album, it was similar. I think most of the Baroque songs I brought in, and then we do have some material that comes from, let's say, our youth, from the grunge era that we collected together. We had the feeling that this is somehow an arch that we want to build from the Baroque era to the modern sort of rock era.
In the new program, for the first time, have some new text on Baroque music. So there's a Handel aria which has a new text about homeless person in Berlin, wandering around. This one is called Johnny Gray, and it's by Kalima. So that's like also a new way we're trying.
Yes, and this was also inspired by the grunge titles in a way that are from Soundgarden, Disarm from the Smashing Pumpkins, and also from The Police, which is not exactly grunge. But we thought, okay, what is it that makes it so different? It's not just about the music, but also about the text. So we had this idea to take this aria by Georg Friedrich Händel from Giulio Cesare. It's one of Cleopatra's arias. And let's just try to put a modern text on it. That's the only change we made. And out comes a very contemporary song. This is a very interesting text. It's very funny also because this person really exists, called Johnny Gray. He lives in Berlin. He has no clue that there's a song about him. He lives on the street. We just found out that he's actually not hearing. So we will probably never be able to play the song for him. But everyone in this area in Berlin knows him. He's a very handsome man living on the streets since quite a long time, and he must have a big secret. So we try to catch it.
There's another text also for a Henry Purcell aria. There's some biographies of, young Finnish ladies that were called to Second World War when they were young, to work with anti-artillery. Their, memoirs are somehow used in that other text. So
The diaries.
the diaries, yeah. It's like a mosaic, putting things together, experimenting how these things, fit together.
We choose songs and then started to play them and have this, as Theresa said, like intuitive feel what we love to have in the song and what our musical vision is, how it feels like. And sometimes we just ripped everything off and started from zero. Also, like in our musical career, we used to play classical music as kids and always classical jazz, rock. And in this project, we look for the pure. We just rip everything off and start from zero again without any kind of genre. Just open up, tear walls down and find the spirit of the song within our trio.